Hello, guys. How are you? It's coffee chat time with me, Catherine Oster. And coffee chat is just my weekly Facebook Live that I do on my business page. So, hi, if this is your first time seeing me, how are you? I am a certified facilitator with Access Consciousness. Hey, Mom. Shirley Parker is my mom. Hi, Loretta. And often during coffee chat, I'll talk about the tools of Access and how I use them in my life. And if you are on my email list, I send you an email and I ask you if you have anything, any questions, anything you would like me to chat about. And I will chat about it that day. So I have an email request. I love it when I get these. And this lady, I know that she's done a few programs with me, and I think she's done a few programs with other facilitators. Hi, Carol. And her question was, Catherine, I feel so overwhelmed. Now, these are not her words exactly, but this is basically the gist of the message. I feel so overwhelmed, like there's so many tools and I don't know which one to use, and this facilitator will tell me to use this one tool for like 3 months, and then there's this one, and she's like, help! Catherine, help me! What do I choose? And so, yeah, I totally get that. Okay, so for those of you wondering who might not know, Access Consciousness is this whole body of work that gives you tools. Tools in quotation mark. A tool is a question. It's a concept that you can use and take into your life and start asking and changing things. So like one tool, for example, is asking the question, how does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? And asking that question for everything that shows up that day, whether it's a great thing, because what if it can be greater? How does it get any better than this? Or if it's something you would define as a shitty thing, like for example, your phone bill is like twice as high as it normally is, asking the question, how does it get any better than this? And seeing what then shows up for you. So that's a tool. I want to give you that example. Now there's many tools. I'm doing a 10 Keys book club right now with my friend Lori Ouellette, who's also a certified facilitator, and the gal who sent me the email, hi Lori, is also in the book club. So I know we're going through like a tool a week right now, and it's like, would an infinite being truly choose this? Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. No judgment, no discrimination, no discernment, so she's getting a lot of information. And yes, it can be so overwhelming. So there's a couple things here. So one thing that I did that worked for me when I first started, because I've been playing with these tools in my life actively for like 6 years now. So in the beginning, it was the same for me. There are so many, I don't even know where to start. And we can use that as a way to distract ourselves from even choosing something. We can stop ourselves with that. And often hey Maggie, hey Lori, I love your smiley face. And another reason why we stop ourselves is because we're trying to look for the right one. Like we're trying to get it right. Oh my God. And everything that is, everywhere you're trying to use the right tool to correct or change that situation in your life, will you destroy and create all of that times a godzillion? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Hi, Lil. And those funny words was the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. And you can get more information about them at theclearingstatement.com. You don't have to know how to say those words to use the clearing statement. The clearing statement is an energetic magic wand that clears up the energy. So I'm just going to repeat that again. Anywhere that you are trying to use the right tool to change that current situation, will you destroy and create all of that times a godzillion? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Hi, Kyla. Hi, Darla. So the whole right and wrong will keep us stuck from choosing. Now, my experience is there will be one tool, not just one tool, but any tool in the moment. Like, so for example, say you are having a cranky pants day and you want to change it, but you can't get out of it. Like, you want to change it. So we're going to go to a tool. Well, we could use interesting point of view. We could use who does it belong to? And if it's not really changing, I would say just keep going through your list of tools. So what really helped me was kind of actually having them wrote down on a piece of paper. So would an infinite being truly choose this? Interesting point of view. What else is possible? How does it get any better than this? I would have my list of tools that I was familiar with or heard about in my classes on a piece of paper because I like writing things down on paper. And I would have them stuck to my fridge. And if I had a situation come up where I was sticky and I wanted to change something for myself, I would glance down my list of tools and whichever one popped out, I would choose in the moment and I would kind of go with that one. I would be more committed to that one than other tools. I would give it like an hour or 2 hours or for the whole day and just sit with, say it was who does it belong to? So sit with who does this belong to? Is this mine? No. Okay, an hour later, that one hasn't changed again. I'm still fucking cranky. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Go to that tool for a little bit. Okay, that has changed it a little bit, but I know there can be more change possible. So then I'll look at my list again. Oh God, would an infinite being truly choose this? No. Why the fuck am I? Because I'm cute. And another tool for cranky pants is just allow yourself to be as cranky and have as many little temper tantrums as you want. Because what you resist will persist. And if you just indulge yourself, and then pretty soon you'll just be laughing your ass off at yourself and knowing that you have another choice. Okay, so when tools feel overwhelming and you don't know which one to choose, the first thing that I would recommend is making a list of all the current tools that you are aware of right now and sticking it to your fridge or having it on your phone. And when you have a situation come up or something you want to change, like your money, what tool on this list can I work with? What tool will create the greatest change here? Is a question you can also ask. What's going to create the greatest change here for me? And look at your list of tools and see which one pops. Okay. And that doesn't mean it's the right one. It just means that it is one that's going to create the greatest change for you in that moment. Okay. And next thing. Have you ever acknowledged how ADD, ADHD, OCD, and autistic you are? Because if you are still watching my video, you are ADD, ADHD, OCD, and autistic, whether you have ever acknowledged it or not. Because I don't think a normal person could ever watch my videos, to this long anyway. And when we haven't acknowledged how ADD, ADHD, OCD, and autistic we are, it can just make wrinkles and crunchiness in our life. And then we try to fit in and be like everybody else, but that doesn't work for us. So we all have different ways of using and being with these tools that are unique to us. And when we're trying to make ourselves fit into a certain box or be a certain way, be normal, good, correct, and right, then that ties us up and we can feel sticky, like she was with her question. So just acknowledging, wow, I am so fucking ADD. Okay, thank God. I now know what's going on for me. Yep, I have ADHD too, and I am OCD. How does it get any better than that? Actually, what if those are superpowers? and not disabilities like they are labeled by everybody else. Hi, Heather, in this reality. So just acknowledging that, like it's so funny because there's this whole conversation about X-Men in Access Consciousness, and X-Men is the ADD, ADHD, OCD, autistic, and I avoided it, resisted that so much. I'm like, I'm not ADD, no way, I'm still gonna pretend I'm normal and like everybody else, and I knew, well, knowing full well I am totally ADD. It really shows up on my videos sometimes. And just, if you've ever watched Dr. Dane video, Dane here, he'll comment on his videos about how ADD, OCD, autistic, and blah, 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 that he is. And I'm like, man, thank you for even just saying that, for like just your willingness to actually be that is a willingness to invite me to look at that for me. And so by my very acknowledgement of just finally not resisting those X-Men conversations and starting to listen to some of them on YouTube. Maggie says, oh yeah, I'm ADHD, ADD, and everything else. Yep, you are. And just by me acknowledging that for myself, things just started to get easier. Because it's like all of a sudden I gave myself permission to just be that, rather than expecting myself to be a certain way with things. Like even with these tools, I was resisting being ADD and ADHD and OCD with the tools because I wanted to be normal. But as soon as I acknowledged it, I was like, oh, okay, well, I can just choose this and this. And then also, when you're ADD, ADHD, and OCD, you're actually really fast at things. Like, the change may have already happened with the tool that you used, but if you haven't acknowledged your superpower capacity, you're going to try to slow yourself down, and you're going to be like, I can't change it that fast. Like, that's not normal. That doesn't make any sense to me. I can't define that. So I'm going to hang on to it, and then I'm not going to let it change. Joy says, pretending we're normal takes way too much energy. I know, it so does. And so my question too, if you have a thing and like, if you have a thing, if you have a problem or like a thing in your life that you want to change, and you've tried many tools, but just, I want you to ask yourself, and it feels like it hasn't changed yet, I want you to ask yourself, truth, has this actually already changed for me? Do you get a yes? And if you got a yes, it's like, okay, it's already changed. It's like when you've set a goal or a target and you reach your target, but you haven't acknowledged that you reach your target, so you keep trying to reach the same target over and over and over again, but it's already changed. Yeah, you can really change that fast and that easily, and it is so undefinable, and you can't explain it. And it can be that. And so sometimes we're not even willing to have it be that easy or that fast. So we'll hang on to the problem. Hey, Jackie. Or we'll hang on to the thing. Well, but we've already changed it, but we can't believe it. So anyway, we can be really cute that way sometimes. So everything this conversation, like, yeah, that's kind of what I got for you today, guys. Thank you so much for sending in the question. And so let me see if I can reiterate what I just said. Make a list of the tools that you know. Make one list. And if you have a thing that you want to change or something's coming up, you can ask the question, what tool is going to create the greatest change here? And you can go with the one that pops. And that helped me keep it organized in my head in the beginning. Next thing, have you acknowledged truth? Are you ADD, ADHD, OCD, and autistic? And how much more space can that give you? Just by acknowledging that. And next thing, have you already changed your thing? If you have a thing that keeps coming up and you keep hanging on to it, have you already changed it? Hi, Sarah. Hey, Selena. You guys are going to have to watch this video from the beginning again. Has it already changed? And are you trying to hold on to it to prove to yourself that you're normal and not ADD and not ADHD and not OCD? Okay, lovelies. Thank you so much for chatting with me. And yeah, if you want to be on my email list and send me a question, I would love that. I'll put a link again with this video so you can find it in the description. Give me like 15 minutes to do that. Or you can just like send me a message and be like, Catherine, I want to be on your email list. And I'll be like, okay, you can sign up here. So I adore you guys and have an amazing rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you online sometime, somewhere. I've actually been playing with doing like a happy hour Zoom, like, because nobody can, get together and visit right now with this social distancing thing. And I thought maybe it would be fun to just like set up a Zoom link, throw it out there on Facebook, like maybe a Friday night or a Saturday night, and we can all just get together on Zoom, have like a chat, like for real, where you guys can talk back to me rather than comment, and we can all talk about whatever we want to talk about. What do people talk about when they visit? Like anything. All right, I'm still playing with that. So today's Thursday. Maybe I'll do that on Friday or Saturday. I'll let you guys know. Okay. Cheers for now. Bye-bye.